to a demon when he off them. Ride till I die. Hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. R.I.P. to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turned into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I'll post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the babe. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on growing, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. R.I.P. that got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man.
First off, my name Tobe, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got him.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for LA.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Herbert off of play action, sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 18 more yards there and another first down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Williams brings it in. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I like the play action there on second and short, partner. You try and convince those safeties you're going to run for it. Hit them with that play action, looks like a run, and then try and go over the top. Didn't work, but I like the play call.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. In motion right, that's Hamler. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The tackle by Eric Armstead. The Chiefs at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, it's Herbert. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Four receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. He's got the first down and then some. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points. So that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Yellow. 43. Go, baby.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Herbert's throw brought in by Bellinger. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, L.A. Daniel Bellinger, 67 yards. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
15.
Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Returnable here from the 38. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chiefs nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way.
And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Herbert now. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to change things up. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now here's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Butker's kick here is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 83 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Hey, 57, 57. Like you've been here, 15. Finish it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A give right side for Pacheco. Oh, a good move at the 5. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Off the option, that's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 1-yard line.
Pacheco. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So they were stuffed on 1st down, stuffed again on 2nd.
And normally you throw the ball on 2nd down on play action. So here on 3rd down, I'm going to my team and saying, let's line up and let's go out and get it. I get my best running play called, and I go after him one more time.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. It's Wagner, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there, just like last play. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And quickly, they get to the line. Mahomes going to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco from a yard out. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The toss left side for Mitchell. And he's got room. Down the left sideline. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now they'll change things up.
3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
A gain of 5.
An audible here to get a new look. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms. And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. One final try for Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's got this down to the 35. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the